And up here is the very top of the tower with a view of the whole world. Do I have anything in here now? Alright. Next up will be my station. There are two ways to get to it. I have one path down here. These side paths are basically access points for the actual wiring for my minecart system, which I have a video of it posted already. Although I have made some improvements to the overall timing. There were some reliability issues with the return spot, where on rare occasions this pressure pad would pull the track at the wrong time and it would break. But if you just add an extra repeater to this one system and you send the signal to it and partly through the other two, you can fix it. I'm not going to go too in depth with it, because if people are interested in learning how to do it, I can certainly make a tutorial, but I'd have to know there's a demand. This is another duplicate of my lockdown system for the front door, but this one actually is used for two double doors. As you can imagine, wiring two double doors to a lockdown system was very difficult, and actually building that thing down there without interrupting the wiring even more so. And actually, before I go down there to show you the actual train station, this is a little bit of a side project, I guess you could say, a hobby that I've been constructing. It's still need to work a little bit on the aesthetics, but I had to do something with this mountain, so I figured I'd make a nice little, I guess, vacation spot. Need to work on this pool. It still looks kind of mediocre, but gotta love the nice big fireplace and the lake overhead. Out of the way, pig, I'm doing a show. Let me just lock this down so I don't forget. Up here is an auditorium of sorts. Used glowstone. Thank goodness that notch changed the amount you get. And nice logo in front made of wool. Gotta have metal doors so the masses can't get into my home proper, unless, you know, they jump up here, of course. Now onward to my rail system, which will take us to my summer home, I guess you could call it. Sometimes the snow does get tiring, and I always get a kick of seeing that cart fall from the roof and take the place of the one that I just grabbed. And there's my home once again. Always a dramatic view. A little trick I learned when building these things is that minecarts that have a chest in them behave as if they had an occupant in them. So you can test out these rail systems by using a minecart that has a chest in it, since an empty minecart will never travel as far as one in which you're traveling in. Pretty soon we'll be getting to a natural lava a lava fall that is over to the left. I had to build this pretty high, as you can see, because I honestly didn't want to destroy any of these trees, and it pained me every time I had to destroy a tree just to build this rail system. There are the lava falls that I was telling you about, and it just happened that there was a waterfall right beside. It's literally a natural cobblestone generator right there. And this is my summer home. I still have to work to the piston junction there. And I've already set up the dispensement system here, just like in my home. I'm still working on the aesthetics of this, that's why this wall is still incomplete. But I just thought I'd still show you the actual home proper. The external aspect of this particular station is already built. It's done. I just have to work on the inside. And actually, I think I'll destroy that wood there to let more light in. But I'll do that later. Alright, and this is my summer home for when I get tired of all the snow. I tried to go for something where I could just relax, which is why everything's fenced in, even though spiders can climb over them. I've found that because everything within the fences is lit, and because of the size of the periphery, it's very rare that I get a spider jumping in, if at all. That's my lighthouse. That glowstone was collected before Notch allowed you to get more every time you destroyed it, so that took a while. This is my gate. I have 2 switches so that I don't have to remember, and I'm actually OCD about symmetry, but if you pull one, you have these 2 blocks that are pushed in, and this is pulled down to allow you out. I also have a similar piston system over here where the boat is. And again, thank goodness for these pistons, because I was getting so tired of my boat floating away. But this was a pretty simple wiring job, unlike that. This is my mine. It's not that great. It's just straight down and then a branch mine. I'm planning on building a rail system there to get down and up more easily. And this is my home proper. It's pretty much designed to just be a place to relax. It's not as epic. And I don't have, some massive warehouse. This is a lounge area with a jukebox. Might as well play some mood music while I give the tour. This is my greenhouse. It has its own chest for the bread and everything. This is my study, with not just changes to fire though. For some reason, this fire keeps spreading to these upper bricks, and I've had a few fires in the place. So I'm actually going to show you guys my sprinkler system, which I've made to ensure that doesn't happen. This is the bedroom. I've got a bed to change my spawn point, but it's not quite as nice as that. Got your deck. For the sprinkler system, I will have to go up here. Basically, there's the fireplace. I just set up a pool of sorts here. If any of this wood happens to burn, which usually it won't because it will be put out as soon as possible by this, the water will flow in and put out all the fire. So that ensures that I don't have another situation in which I've come here and found nothing but wreckage. Alright. And just take the record out and show you guys my nether portal. It's down here. It actually goes under the lake that's behind the house. Over here I have an access to the mine, just in case I want to go straight to the mine from the portal. And now I will show you my nether world. I'm still working on it. It's a bit of a maze, and I've not placed all the signs, and as you can see, I still haven't paved this area. But basically, I'm basically making a system of roads. That is still under construction. I want a really big tower to serve as basically a landmark so I don't get lost in here. I've actually got that lava running through it so I can use the lava as lighting. That's the way to the outside, and this way is the way to the big tower that I showed you that I'm still working on. It's pretty darn big, and it's built on lava. It was a pain in the butt to do it, and most of that was built in hard mode. I have changed it to peaceful on occasions, I'll be honest. But at least the foundation and about half of it has been done in hard mode. It's not terribly difficult usually. If you just keep moving while you build under you can keep ahead of the ghasts. Unfortunately, eventually they start congregating and it gets too much. This is actually my very first tower, using netherrack as lighting. This is the room that leads back home to my tower, and I'm actually thinking of turning this into a forest, bringing in dirt and planting trees. Unfortunately, because of the minecart system, I'm going to be taking the same way back, because if they don't reload because I took the portal, then there's an extra one in the system and the whole thing goes kind of awry. But that is my world in a nutshell. There actually is one more thing I'd like to show you guys, which is the site of my next construction project. I've not thought of what I'm going to call it, and the structure itself is still in its infancy. This is actually the very first structure I built in the Nether. I built this one without setting it to peaceful, just slowly building up around me. It literally used to be a box around the portal just to keep the ghast fireballs away. And here we go. Like I said, it's still in its very early infancy. This isn't even the full structure, honestly. This is just so that I can come here and not have enemies falling on top of me. But I love these natural sea caves. I'm thinking of making not a tower, but a structure that has walkways going onto the land in every direction. But we'll see what happens with this. And there you go. I hope you enjoy a tour of my world. I have some other worlds that I would like to show you, and maybe I'll be recording videos on those later on. Hope you all have a good day. Bye.